Hello, knife people. Mr. Jason, the owner of DLT Trading, sent this knife back to me as an alternative to my sent back too slim handle, whiskey fire handle, LMAX Fox. This has a right thick handle. Let's compare with this regular 3V regular thickness Fox River. This is thinner a little bit. I take LMAX as backup steel because it holds extremely long, about 6 years, but it has a character to take microchips slightly after many years. I don't like it, but I like this super edge holding. For my regular use, 3V is better, which does not chip at all after a couple of years, and every after use, stop up easily. A couple of years, stop up, like that, continuously sharp, with taking care of. But microchips needs waterstone restoration sometimes. Therefore, I like to reduce the use of LMAX, dependable LMAX, reduce the chance to use. But dependable, LMAX is that kind of steel. So, this will make an alternative backup knife with my former LMAX Gani, yes, Gani and Fox River alternately. Lots of fun to carry a backup knife. The both black canvas, which Mr. Mike Stewart loves. I'm loving black canvas as I get older. Simple and practical. Oh, anyway, let's measure the handle wise. At the first pin, 20.3135. At the same point, 20.1617. A little bit thinner. Anyway, and the former flow handle whiskey fire was 90.5, something like that. Therefore, this is the right wide handle, no problem. I assumed that the template of the new LMAX was bad, but I was wrong. This new LMAX has a right thickness of the handle, I mean this height. Thank you, Jason. Great service as always. And he sent me a gift knife. Ambush Alpha for free. Maybe he needs me to try this out on YouTube. This video is a preview one. I haven't done it yet at all. Original geometry. First, I'd like to show you this secondary edge secondary edge through the microscope. You are watching the secondary edge of ambush alpha. As you can see, this secondary edge is slightly convex. Very slightly. On the other side, same. You can see the slight convex from this light reflection. This is the ambush secondary convex geometry. You saw the slightly convex secondary edge. This had to be made by Bark River from this edge geometry and this handle. Bark River's handle contour. Strong palm swell, weak pommel swell, regular palm swell, relatively stronger guard design because of this blade wideness. Spear point, current my favorite spear point. This design reduces the metal on the top, the star from the handle. Therefore, this swing balance is reduced to make neutral balance. As it is, this is a neutral balance knife. Please take a look at X-ray in comparison to the other Bark River knives. This is the famous Bravo 1 in a neutral balance, totally skeletonized. This is my full height grind 3V Bravo 1.25. The center portion is not skeletonized, but drop point, this portion has no metal, and full height grind, this line has no metal, therefore it has a neutral balance. This knife, Ambush Alpha, has a neutral balance. Why? If there were metal, handle heavy, or skeletonized, would make front heavy. Very subtle balance design, pommel protrusion a little bit here. This knife is front heavy, obviously. Two sections are skeletonized, but the front section is not skeletonized. Therefore, front heavy. Maybe for chopping. I like the neutral balance knife very, very much. Ambush is one of the neutral knives. This is the great neutral balance Bravo 1 A2. Natural canvas green liners. My homemade neutral balance. Drop point. I reduced this portion of the metal. Therefore, neutral. Very good leather sticker, I believe. And very good batoning knife, Bravo 1.5, the longest one. You can compare the difference in blade length, batoning capability. longer buttoned, thicker logs. In the middle of the two, 1.5, 1.5 and 1.25. The shortest, of course. I feel this is enough for my firebox bushcraft. You know, firebox made in the US. But for survival purpose, this is better in the mountain. To carry around in the mountain, too bulky, too heavy, in my opinion. Too heavy. It feels lighter than this actual weight. The actual weight is between the two, just between the two. Front heavy knife feels heavier than its real weight. Neutral balance knife feels lighter than its actual weight. This is lighter. This is the lightest, obviously. But pretty light for the size. I like this balance. I will do something to this edge geometry. As always, bark reverse edge is always sharp. This is sharper. Of course, this side, water stone finished flat. This side convex. Maybe 32.3, like that. This angle is 35.6, something like that. High flat, yes, flat. I am used to looking at this blade design, drop point, spear point. Stone wash finish. Thumb rest continuously to the end portion of the handle, to the blade. Stretching to the blade. Good design. Each corner is kinda sharp. Two corners. Interesting contour. I can recontour any time, as I did to this handle. This is black canvas in what to say, coarse finish, rough finish, like that. A little hurting to my bare hand in comparison this smooth finished handles. But for wearing a glove, this should be more stable in the hand. Yes, angular stability handle. I will not do that. I will not recontour very soon. I will use this handle for a while in the nature, and then I might change the contour of the handle. I don't know. This handle option is very, very useful to owners. I prefer this leather handle leather sheet, very wide loop, regular loop, and cross draw loop, as always. This depth, okay, no problem. Spacing leather, little, something like 8 mil from the stitch. This tip will not penetrate. Safe tip for the sheet. And they give this option. Jason kindly gave me this sheet as well as this one. We should take each from the website selection bottom. Free option. I mean, the price includes each sheet. Which one do you prefer? This tension is just right for Kydex, absolutely, I believe. I have some experiences with Kydex, and this is one of the best tension, right tension. And this belt loop does not take my 2-inch belt. So, for now, I don't use this lovely Kydex sheet. I'll keep this one. Maybe I'm having wider loop, which fits this whole distance. Anyway, for now, I'll keep this one. Ambush USA. This is competing survive knife, I believe. I don't have any experience with a survive knife. If you have, please compare the handle contour, blade design, and balance, and sheet, and price. I think this Ambush Alpha is a better knife. I don't know. I can't say better or worse from survive knife. Anyway, this knife should be good. I can see it before any usage. Ambush Alpha, lovely knife. I'll change this geometry a bit from midline, natural convex, this side flatter, this side more convex. Much easier than regular fat geometry. This is flat geometry. So I need to do it very carefully, not to make too thin geometry. Already thin. This is the Ambush Alpha. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye bye.